Welcome to part 3 of our 3-part series, where we look at tips and tricks on how to use Outlook Calendar a bit more productively. Let's see what today's video has in store for us. Now, often while we are in our email view, we want to quickly have a look at our dates in our calendar. And it's easy to view your calendar dates while in email by just doing this. Go to the calendar icon, right-click, dock the peak, and here you go, and you'll have your calendar right here on your email screen. Very nice and convenient. If you'd like to remove it, you just click this little cross, and there you go. Now it's quite easy to manage 2 or more calendars inside Outlook. Now open in front of me is my usual work calendar, but I can easily open up to view my Movement Lab calendar. You can see here the green is my Movement Lab calendar, and in this calendar I state when equipment have been hired, when we're doing data collection. So I can view them superimposed or right next to one another. Now this can work well if you want to maybe add an exercise calendar, and you can even share this calendar with a colleague or a friend so that that friend or colleague can also make entries into this calendar. Now to view my calendars, if the view looks like this, just pull this little bar up and here is a list of all your calendars. You can also add a calendar here and you can create a new blank calendar if you want to create a new calendar. And then you can also share your calendar. For example, if you would like to share your existing calendar, you can click here and then it gives you the option to add whoever you want to share your calendar with and to decide on the level of permissions that you want to give this person. Now to make your calendar look a bit more colorful and to categorize your calendar entries, you can open up an entry and then click Categorize, and then you'll have your categories already created here. You can also go to all categories if you would like to add a new category. In this case, let's call this one for my action. Now you can call them anything. Maybe you want to just highlight the meetings which you would like to prepare for in one color, those that doesn't need any preparation in a different color, those that you are going to chair, those that are related to your research projects. So you can highlight or categorize each of your meetings using different categories, and you'll have different colors. So you'll end up having a very lovely and colorful calendar, which states clearly where you are spending your time. In other words, in which categories you are spending your time. Now here's another trick which is quite useful. If you have your emails open in front of you and you want a quick view of your calendar and whatever the day may bring, have a summary of what is lying ahead, you can click on this email address right above your inbox, and it gives you a summary of your calendar items, your tasks, your messages. So it's quite good to do this at the start of a day. It will really tell you what's ahead of you. Now, if you have scheduled a lot of short 15 or 30-minute meetings one after the other, it's sometimes useful to just view your calendar maybe in 30 minutes increments or even 15 minutes increments, just to see which meeting is scheduled for what time. So you go to the sidebar, you right click, and you say, I want to view my calendar in 30 minutes increments, which means that all these meetings are just clearly visible and you can see what's scheduled for when. Now we all know that it can get chaotic if we schedule one online meeting after the other. And because we are not walking between venues, if you have all these online meetings, we don't leave time to have a quick body break, to make a cup of tea. So there's a way to put your default scheduling time as such that there's a meetings end 5 minutes earlier or start 5 minutes later. Go to File, Options, Calendar, shorten appointments and meetings. End early, you can say also start late, and make them meetings that's less than an hour, 5 minutes, and an hour and longer, ended 10 minutes earlier. So what it means is that if you create a new appointment, it immediately schedules your default time not as an hour but as 50 minutes. And let's say I want to reduce this. It gives me the option to just schedule a 25-minute meeting instead of a 30-minute meeting, which means I have 5 minutes in between meetings for a quick body break. It's quite a useful feature, so try it out. I hope you enjoyed these tips and tricks. It's amazing how much Outlook Calendar can do for our productivity. Also be sure to watch part 1 and part 2 of this 3-part series to boost your productivity even more. Enjoy! If you found this video helpful, smash the like button. For more useful tips to boost your research experience, subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button below this video. And while you're at it, hit the bell so that you get notified whenever I produce a new video. If you need a solution to a challenge not yet covered on my channel, leave a comment in the box below. See you in the next video.